And so let's talk about the players then, and let's start with Rashford. Now, he's a very divisive player of late with the United fan base. Of course, there's a large part of the fan base that absolutely hates him. There's a large part of the fan base that will absolutely love him and defend him till he's wearing that United shirt because he is one of our own. Where is it going wrong for Rashford according to you guys? Because there's one aspect of it which is he's played through some serious injuries also. Uska jo shoulder ka injury tha, and he had played through that injury, and he had a bad season because he was playing through that injury. Then he got that surgery. Then his form came up again, but it's never been consistent enough from Rashford. So what is going wrong with him? Is there some external factors you think that are affecting him? Is it the type of coaching that he's getting from all the coaches that he's had that is not, you know, taking him to the next level as a football player, or what is it?
I think definitely it is a thing of external factors, right? We, like you rightly said, let's not forget that he got a stress fracture literally carrying this United side when we barely had an attack.
Yeah.
So, people are saying, let's sell him 100 million to PSG. Even I was frustrated last game. I'm telling you, I was somebody from 2020, the lockdown watch-alongs we used to do, right, with the MUFCM late night. And I would be somebody, even people are like, bro, why are you criticizing Rashford so much? You're hating on him and stuff. And I'm like, no, man. I love the fact that the guy has so much pace. He cuts. This is 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
But there are so many times they are like, oh, but he's a striker. He needs chances. I'm like, is he a striker or is he a winger? I think the
Yeah.
crux of the problem starts with that, right? And he
Yeah.
had a tendency, even in his best of form, guys, and you all will agree, 9 out of 10 times you think he'll beat the guy and cut it and score. But he only, even in good form, ever did it like 5 on 10 times. And now you're seeing him not beating that guy at all. So we get frustrated. The strikers don't get the ball. We lose possession. And
Yeah.
I think it's something in the head externally. I think I don't think physically something is wrong with him. In the game it happened. He pulled something. He could be carrying another niggle. But if it was a reoccurrence of his stress fracture or something else, Ten Hag would come out and say he's a very upfront guy. He's not going to hide that, right? So it's not that.
Yeah.
So it has to be.
Yeah, Rashford, honestly, across his time at United, he's always been an alternate season player. One season he'll do good, next season he'll disappear. Then again, last season, like Ronaldo gaya, ye wo, and he started scoring where we thought, okay, this is actually a player who's willing to take responsibility for our team, who's going to lead our attack and who's going to perform out and out. And this season, the drop off, I mean, it is so frustrating to watch. And I mean, of course, external factors also, so many things about his on and off girlfriend also had come at the start of the season and stuff like that. So I don't know what all external factors come into play and to what amount. But at the end of the day, he's a professional for Manchester United, and now he's 25, 26 years old. He's supposed to be in the prime of his of his career, and he really needs to get it going, man.
The thing is also, like, while watching the game, I could see these are all very good players. Like, when we see Rashford at his peak, he is fantastic to watch. He is so quick. He's got such quick feet. He's got a lovely shot on him as well. So on paper, he's got all the qualities that you need to be a world class player. You've got Garnacho, who's a young player who's got a lot of promise, and he's slowly starting to live up to that. He's also, increasing his ceiling as well. His bar keeps raising every game that he plays, and the more mature he gets into this first team. You've got, I mean, the less said about Anthony, the better, but he still has something. He is quick. He's got the work rate. Kuch to potential hai. Like, if he whatever that mental block he has, if he's able to get over it, he can be a world beater in this side as well. Because again, and I make these references because when Ronaldo came as a 18-year-old in 2003 to Man United, he was such a frustrating player to watch. I think everybody hated him when we were watching him play as an 18-year-old. We hated him because वो सिर्फ step overs करता था, वो सिर्फ style मारता था, and nothing used to come out of it. And there were questions asked of Ferguson as well, like, what are you thinking giving him number 7 jersey? Like, 18-year-old kid you signed, you're giving him the number 7 jersey. That is ridiculous. Who is this guy? But then he became that player because of how he applied himself and all. And you kind of think that maybe with a Garnacho, with an Anthony also to a certain extent, definitely with a Rashford, that can happen. These players have the potential to be that. But when you're watching them play, and when I was watching them play against Coventry, they looked like a mid-table side. They looked like they had no idea where their teammates were going to be. There was no good build-up play. Like, yes, the McTominay goal was a good build-up goal, but that's about it. After that, like, basic mistakes. When you see City play, they don't even have to look at the ball. They're looking at the next pass, but they'll receive the ball and they'll trap it properly. It won't bounce away from them. It won't take an awkward distance away from them or anything. They'll properly trap the ball without even looking at it, play the pass. It's very comfortable, and it's like they're drilled in that build up play. But watching United, it just felt like, यार, these guys are literally, कोई तो WhatsApp ग्रुप पे बोला, यार, वेम्बली पे 7:30 गेम है, we need players, कोई आएगा क्या, please, we're running out of players, can somebody come? And somebody like, I'll come, but I'll take some time, I'm coming from Panvel, so I'll take time. It's like these guys have been put together for a random 11v11 game. There's no cohesion.
But it looks like that, right, guys? Because people say, "Okay, is it possible that you had managers like Mourinho and Van Gaal and Ole to an extent, like he had a certain style he wanted to try and play, right?
Yeah.
Were they not able to coach all of these guys? I think no. What also happened is they are now, half of the squad is still what we're seeing is a result and consequence of too many managers trying to give too many opinions and muddling up some of the players' development. Some of
Yeah.
these players, Rashford could get a bit of an excuse from this, have played under too many different styles and potential routine or potential positioning changes where they don't know what they want. Like a Rashford doesn't know ideally what his best is and he wants to do his
Yeah.
best for his team, but
Yeah.
he's not able to.